Good morning. Just wait a minute. We're a little bit early.
If you can.
Okay. Just waiting to get cross-posted. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Friday Education Station. We are live. Just waiting for a minute for some people to pop on. We're going to play with some more of the new products today. I hope you can hear me. No? Why?
So it must be a thing in Etsy that says we don't do international for this one, right? Someone's asking why don't we send corrugated metals?
Go look at the shipping. Oh.
There's only North America.
You can change it. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started. My name is Sunny, and I am the distributor here, one of the distributors here in the United States. When you pop on, let me know who you are and where you're from. I think we're just waiting to get... Hi, Patricia. Good morning. How are you? It is early. It's early here in Utah. Can you hear me, Patricia? I'm using StreamYard, so I'm worried my microphone's not working. I'm never quite sure. Oh, good. Okay. All right. Well, let's get started. So, not last week, but the week before, we played with the new Posh Chalk crackle and the paste. And today we're going to play with the paste and the enamel, so you guys can see how it kind of works. I haven't got to really play with the enamel yet. So this is what we did last week with the paste. And what we discovered was that if you put it on thick, then you get bigger cracks. And if you put it on thin over here, oh, hey, yay, a fellow Utah. So you are up early. It's a little early for a Facebook Live, but this goes out to like the UK and Greece and Australia, all over. So we have to do it a little early. But here is if you put it on a little thinner, then you get smaller cracks. Okay, so that's kind of what we discovered. Here's the one that we played with the decoupage paper. And you can kind of see at the top there, it was on much thinner. And so it gave smaller cracks. And then down here at the bottom, I put it on thicker. The paste I put on much thicker, and it gave a bigger crack. Now, if you were going to do this on furniture, you want to seal this after. It's not going to flake off. It's on there really well, but I would still put a top coat on it. Okay, so when you pop on, say hello, tell me who you are. If you are on different channels, like if you're over on Would You Band or the South, come on over to Would You Band West and say hello. I can only see the comments over here, unfortunately. I have also got Poppies and Pansies streaming. Okay, so what I've done is I have put crackle. I know it's pumpkins. Please don't yell. It's way too early for pumpkins. I know it is, but they were here and I wanted to play with them. So I have put the crackle all over these pumpkins. And I hope it didn't all just run off, but we're going to play with it and see. So I'm going to put paste on one and enamel on the other and see what it does. All right. So let's do the paste on this one first. If you have any questions as we go along, please feel free to ask. I'm just going to use a little spatula or a little, whatever these things are called. I'm going to give this a stir. So your paste should be nice and creamy like that. Now you can add color to the paste. I added color kicks last week, but I'm going to just put it on this way and then come back with some color after. So let's go ahead. I'm just going to start putting this on. Just kind of tap it around. I hope all the crackle didn't fall off, didn't run off. I was trying to keep my eyeball on it. So what I've discovered is that these new products, there is like a bazillion different ways to use them. The paste, the Athenian plaster, they can all be, you know, the color kicks, you can mix with all of them. They're pretty amazing. Now, I don't want this to dry out. It's kind of taking me a bit to get it on here. I'm going to do half and then hit it with the heat gun. just so it doesn't dry. It really should just crack on its own as it dries, but I think it does a little better if you hit it with the heat gun. Okay, I'm just going to set that there. Okay, let's see. Let's watch this. I hope I got enough crackle on there. Oh, I see a few cracks starting to happen. Patricia, do you? Hey, Patty. How are you? Patricia, do you go down to Oliver's and Princess Natasha's? I think I've met you. How are you, Patty? Are you hot out there in Chicago? It hasn't been too bad here. We've had some hot days, but kind of cooled off this week a bit. It's 90 today, though. Can you see the, I don't know if you can see, we are getting some crackles. It's kind of hard to see. Oh, you live in Texas now. Oh, okay. Yeah. Texas is always hot, isn't it? Okay, cool. I don't know if you can see this. Let me see if I can get it up here for you. So we've got some crackles going on here. That's cool. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put it around the rest. This stuff is so fun. Are you ladies doing anything fun for the summer? Patty's already had her vacation. She went to Hawaii. It's kind of hard to get this to, I don't really want it smooth because I kind of want it to look like a cement, a little bit cement pumpkin kind of thing. But it's kind of a little bit challenging to smooth it out on a pumpkin with all of its ridges here. Patty, I saw your box. It's absolutely beautiful. You're so talented. Let's see. There's got to be something easier than this. Let's try this thing. right. We're getting there. Slowly, slowly, slowly. The enamel is much easier to put on. It just is like painting. This is a little more challenging on these ridges, but that is okay. All right, we're gonna hit this now, again with the heat gun. Oh, you did get good. Some rain, cool things off. I've been working on some furniture that is awful, but I've been out in the garage working on it, and oh my gosh, it was so hot. But I've got to get it out of the garage. Got to be able to move around in there. It's going to be 90 here too, but you have a lot more humidity than I do. It's so dry. It's just really dry out here. We just crack. Okay, we're getting some crackles here. This is so cool. Yeah, you've got the lakes up. I remember when I was there, it was in August and it was really humid. Have you had a chance to play with any of these yet, Patty? I'm gonna pop over to Facebook and see if I have any comments because I can't really see anything. Okay, so I'm gonna set this aside, let it dry a little bit more, and then we're gonna come back and add some like glaze to it. Let me wipe these off. Brian, do you know where I put the baby wipes? Oh, thank you. Just the crackle? Got to get you some paste. Okay. All right, so now let's, okay, so this one we're gonna put enamel all over on it. So the enamel, when you get it, it's a little bit cloudy color and your crackle is clear. This is the bigger jar. This is 200 mLs. They come in 200 and the little one like this, 110. So you can get a bigger jar or a smaller one. Okay, and I'm just going to use a brush, one of our Posh Chalk brushes, and I'm just going to paint it on. And it is, it's like the paint. When you put on crackle with paint, you just kind of go over it and move along. You don't go back and forth. It gets kind of gummy and sticky. That's the same with paint. You kind of just get one swipe if you're lucky, and then you move on. Because if you don't, then you just kind of gum it up. So I am just kind of doing a swipe, and that's it, and moving on. Okay. Can you get me a little container of water? Sorry. Like one of those yogurt containers that are by the sink or something, just so I can put my brush in it. Brian's trying to fill orders, and I'm bothering him. Okay, we're going to hit it with the gun, the heat gun. Thank you. You can see it. It's starting to crack. Now, this pumpkin's quite dark. So if you, you put a coat of paint down that was lighter, you're going to see your crackles a little better. But what the enamel is really cool is if you come back and you put some type of a glaze on, or wax, and it goes down into the cracks, and it looks really cool. And I had a ton of crackle on here, so I can see cracks. I have, oh, you need some crackle. Okay. I can't remember what I've sent, what I haven't. I love it so far. I've used it on my chairs. I've used it on a dresser that I'm working on the top, and it looks so cool. So this is taking a little bit longer to dry because I've got some kind of thick spots. So I'm going to set this aside, let it kind of dry a little bit on its own. I don't know if you can see any of these crackles or not because they're very fine. I don't know if you can see them, but we're going to put some color on them. So hopefully you'll be able to see. They're super fine. Okay, so I'm going to put that aside. Let that dry. Okay, well, we're going to bring this guy back. Let me hit him a little bit. You would really want to let these sit and just dry really, really well before you start messing with them. It feels very cool to the touch, so that lets me know it's not really completely dry. Okay, good enough. All right, what I want to do is we are going to mix some of our color kicks with infuser. So we're going to make a glaze. Hi, Amanda. Good morning. How are you? Are you having a good summer? I know you're super busy. I see you every day talking. All right. I'm going to put a little bit infuser in a cup. And I'm going to add, I don't know, what color pumpkin should we do? I can add green, red. I don't know. I love this blue. I keep going back to the royal indigo. It's just so pretty. Gonna give it a mix. So what I want to do, so we can kind of see what happens. I'm going to seal one half of the pumpkin and leave the other half not sealed. So we see how that glaze goes into the paste. It's fun to experiment. So on these little projects, so when we do big ones, we know how it's going to behave, what it's going to do. Okay, so let me dry that side. I haven't done anything yet this summer. My grandkids are coming, and I have some family reunions planned in July. Actually, I'm going to Georgia next weekend to the PBA, which I'm really excited. That will be fun. It's not really a vacation, but kind of is. But so far, it's just been busy. I've been helping a friend with some nursing stuff. She's opening an outpatient clinic, and I've been helping with that. So that's taken, that's a little bit tacky still. Okay, so I'm going to make this a little bit darker, this blue. I'm going to add a few more drops of the Royal Indigo. I just think it's so beautiful. It's kind of a green blue when it comes out, but the infuser has a little bit of a milky tint, so it lightens quite a bit. But that's the blue. So I'm going to apply it to the side that's not sealed over here, and let's see what happens. So it's kind of like a glaze. You can also add the color kicks to the paste itself, like I did on the board. Okay, now I'm going to wipe this back. Hey, Brian, could I get you to maybe put that light up? It's like so you can't see. It's like like causing a glare. Or like, no, like tilt it the other way so it's not shining down. So that, I think that's better. Is that any better, guys? Because I can't even see it on my screen. So there's a little bit of a glaze. And that's the side that's not sealed. Maybe we can just turn it off. It's so bright. Just turn it off. Yeah, that's just off. I don't know why we have such a glare this morning. Thank you. This is still pretty tacky, so I'm not sure how it's going to do. Okay, now this is the side that's sealed. I'd really like it to get down in there. So this wipes back a lot. I mean, you can tell it just comes right back out, but it stays down in those, stays down in the crackles. Whereas over here, it kind of colored the paste a little more. Just kind of like with paint, if you seal it, you know, you're going to have more control wiping it back, where when it's not sealed, it seeps, you know, it's into porous places. It's going to seep down in there and leave that color a lot more. I wish you guys could see this. It's so cool. So this is the sealed, and this is not over here. So you can see it kind of stays more on top. It's going down into the porous areas. It's kind of hard to see. Okay, that looks so cool. I want to add I'm going to add a titch of brown to our little pumpkin. Let's see what it does, just for fun. So this color is called Mocha Delight. And it's a pretty chocolatey color. Maybe you can see the cracks a little better. The crackles. I'm backwards, so I can't see. So that's with a little bit of brown down in there. Okay. So let's go back to our enamel. Let me hit it again. In Georgia, it's well, we fly into Atlanta, and then it's this little island. Can't remember what it's called, but it's about, I think, 20 minutes. It's going to be fun. There's a lot of people there, like Annie Sloan's going to be there, Tanglewood Sue, IOD. It'll be a lot of fun. We're there as a sponsor there for Would You Bend, and people are just learning how to use different products for, you know, painting furniture and stuff like that. So I think if I did a glaze on here, I don't think you're gonna see it because these crackles are really fine and it's still a little bit tacky. So I'm thinking maybe I'll just put on some wax. See if the white wax will, maybe this aqua patina will work. Let's try some white aqua patina and see what happens. Uh-oh. These get stuck. There we go. Yeah, it'll be fun. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm doing it with Tracy, the distributor from, well, she's not anymore, but she was a distributor from the South. It'll be fun to see her. I haven't seen her for a couple of years. So this is aqua patina, so it's water based. It's like gilding wax. When you use these, you want to make sure you clean off the edge or put a little piece of plastic because they do get stuck. They dry fast and they're self-sealing. So let me get a little brush. I don't have any brushes in here. They're all outside. Okay. Is there just a little one, a smaller one? Yeah, yeah, those are kind of small. We'll try it. All right, let's see. I don't have any white wax around, so let's try this aqua patina. You can see how it So I think with the enamel, you're going to want a little bit lighter color on the bottom, and then, or else you need to come back with something light on the top to see the crackles. Whew, that's cool. So check that out. That's kind of cool. I like that. That's wild. So if you put wax or, a lighter color, you can see that really crackle like that. How cool. That's pretty cool. You can make crackled pumpkins this year.
Oh, wow.
That looks cool, huh?
That's trippy.
Kind of alligator skin. It's kind of shiny too. It's got a little pretty shine. I might have missed it or something. Can you see that? It does. It kind of looks like a spider web. That's wild. I really like that. That's super cool. Okay. So we'll recap here again for our little education station. So this one had paste, and then we did kind of a glaze with the infuser and the color kicks. I think if it had some darker color on this, it would look really cool. In fact, I think I would like it better if I had colored the paste and then applied it. So you can kind of see that. And then this one was the enamel, and we put aqua patina on top. So if you had a lighter bottom, then you could use a darker top to get those cracks to pop out. Kind of cool. Okay. All right. So that's kind of it for Friday for our little education station. We're probably just going to keep playing with these new products for the next couple of weeks to see all the different ways we can use them, and do little tests here and there. It's been really fun. If you have any questions, please, just send me a message. I'm happy to answer. And I hope you all have a wonderful weekend and you stay cool. Don't overheat. And we'll see you next Friday. Bye. If I know how to go out.